From JBS Studios in Greater New York, this is the JBS News Update with Teisha Bader.
I'm Teisha Bader with the JBS News Update for Monday, July the 27th, 2020. We open with the security situation in northern Israel at its border with Lebanon, where the IDF said it prevented an attack from Lebanese-based Iranian-backed terror group Hezbollah today. The incident took place this afternoon when a Hezbollah terrorist cell infiltrated Israeli territory. IDF troops opened fire, driving the terrorists back into Lebanese territory, preventing any harm to Israeli civilians. No Israeli troops were injured. The IDF tweeted, "We continue to stand ready to defend Israel's border from any enemy threat." When the incident occurred, the IDF ordered residents of communities along the Israeli-Lebanese border to stay inside their homes, and local roads were closed. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu had told members of his Likud faction meeting at the Knesset earlier today, "We are in a difficult security incident." Both he and Israel's Defense Minister Benny Gantz were consulting with security chiefs about the incident. Local residents, meanwhile, have returned to their normal routine. On Friday, we had reported to you that the IDF had sent reinforcements to its northern border. And later that day, the IDF said that munitions had been fired from Syria towards Israel. Israeli aircraft struck military targets in southern Syria belonging to the Syrian armed forces in response. Well, Jewish organizations here in the U.S. are taking a stand against anti-Semitism on social media and standing with the British Jewish community after a flurry of anti-Semitic tweets from a UK rapper. Wiley went on a Twitter rant, reportedly suggesting comparisons between Jews and the Ku Klux Klan, tweeting that Israel does not belong to the Jewish people, and other tweets, which stayed up for some 12 hours until Twitter removed them for violating their hate policy. But many tweets remain on Wiley's account, though the rapper has reportedly been suspended from the platform. Well, starting this morning, British celebrities, politicians, and Jewish figures, including UK Chief Rabbi Ephraim Mervis, are taking part in a 48-hour Twitter walkout under the hashtag #NoSafeSpaceForJewHate, not posting on Twitter for 2 days in protest. And American Jewish organizations, including the American Jewish Committee, the Anti-Defamation League, and the Simon Wiesenthal Center, are joining in. Meanwhile, another rapper is being condemned for his hateful messages. Jay Electronica lashed out at Wiesenthal's associate dean, Rabbi Abraham Cooper, about his recent sit-down with actor and TV host Nick Cannon after Cannon's apology for his anti-Semitic remarks earlier this month. Jay Electronica called Cooper a coward, a liar, and a devil, and claimed that the Jews are not the true children of Israel. CEO of the ADL, Jonathan Greenblatt, said the rapper's grossly anti-Semitic rhetoric further promotes hatred, and the fervent anti-Semite Louis Farrakhan. He said, "You cannot fight hatred with more hatred. We will simply never move forward that way, period." And the ADL also weighed in on a disturbing meme posted by the head of the Philadelphia office of the NAACP, Rodney Muhammad, who posted a known anti-Semitic image known as the Happy Merchant, which the ADL says is used by extremists and white supremacists. Muhammad posted the image on his Facebook page. Above it, photos of Black celebrities who recently posted anti-Semitic comments on social media. Two of them, Deshaun Jackson and, as previously mentioned, Nick Cannon, have apologized. Muhammad's post uses the quote, "To learn who rules over you, simply find out who you are not allowed to criticize," which he credits to French philosopher Voltaire, although the quote is actually from American neo-Nazi Kevin Strom. Greenblatt tweeted in response, "The historic ties between Black and Jewish communities, our ongoing work together, and the partnerships we are building for the future demand our best against hate. This is not it." Muhammad's post was taken down, and he released a statement saying that he had not been familiar with the image when he shared it. A swastika and other graffiti were found on several buildings in the heavily Jewish suburb of University Heights in Cleveland, Ohio. The Cleveland Jewish News reports that the graffiti was found on Sunday on several stores and businesses in a shopping strip, including on the Waxman Torah Center and a kosher butcher, as well as several other Jewish-owned businesses and other non-Jewish-owned businesses. A University Heights police spokesperson told the paper that it has security video of the area and is investigating. The Conference of Presidents of major American Jewish organizations welcomed the passage in the Senate Friday of the 2021 National Defense Authorization Act, authorizing security assistance to Israel. Arthur Stark, William Daroff, and Malcolm Hoenlein said the legislation, which was passed by a bipartisan supermajority vote of 86-14, continues critical U.S. aid that is key to preserving vital American interests and the national security of the Jewish state as it confronts ongoing threats. The House passed its version of the same act this past Tuesday. Both bills, the conference leaders said, overwhelmingly rejected efforts to condition that aid to Israel. Pro-Israel lobby AIPAC praised Congress for authorizing the defense assistance, saying the money will help Israel protect itself against continuing security threats. Taking a look now at our programming for tonight on JBS for Monday, July the 27th. At 7:30, it's the JBS original scripted reality series From Date to Mate, Episode 3. At 8, a panel discusses anti-Semitism in Europe with Jonathan Goldstein, Naomi Mestrom, Rabbi Shlomo Koves, and Dr. Shimon Samuels. That's with Benjamin Weinthal at AIPAC 2020. At 9, Mark Golub sits down with Bassem Eid, a Muslim Palestinian who founded a Palestinian human rights organization. That's on L'chaim. At 10, philanthropist Charles Bronfman speaks at the 92nd Street Y. And coming up next, Dan Diker of the Jerusalem Center for Public Affairs and Joshua Washington of the Institute for Black Solidarity with Israel discuss the Black Lives Matter movement and anti-Semitism. And that's the JBS News Update for Monday, July the 27th, 2020. I'm Teisha Bader. Stay healthy, stay well.